What are you thinking, dude? Tie? No tie? What are we doing?
No, dude, you look good.
You think it's
No
good?
tie. Yeah. I'm doing open color.
good?
I'm here. Yeah. Come
Okay.
get on in. Come on.
right.
Come on down. Come on down.
Okay. I don't know, dude. What do you think? We feeling good?
What? I'll tell you what I think. I think we should be doing this a little bit. I think we should do this every week.
Yeah, I think we should, dude.
Wow.
I don't
dude.
dress
How
this
you
nice
feeling?
anywhere else in my
I feel
life.
like a little bit of a skip in my step. You know what I'm saying?
Is that kind of funny? I'm coming from something professional, going somewhere later professional, and guess what? This is the place that I'm dressing nice for. It's the podcast.
Wow.
Look
dude.
at us,
Well,
man.
what better a time to do it, right?
No.
Welcome
no.
back to the pod you're looking for. I'm Sam. This is Josh. It's award season, baby.
It is.
Oh, come
It
on.
is. Oscar season's officially here.
We take this very seriously here at the
do,
pod
of
you're looking
course.
for. I mean, what do we not take seriously?
Look at the commitment we have. I hope people know, even though I didn't wear a tie, I brought 4. So
And-
I had every color.
No pants.
No
pants. Over here.
absolutely not.
The camera's gonna come off at the belly button. Wow, we got a big episode. We are in the thick of award season. So we had the what do they call it? The Brits or no? That's the music one. What do they call it? Oh gosh,
I don't even know. I'm getting exposed.
we got to
now.
get the name of this.
Yeah.
We
Should
got to
check with our guy back there.
Yeah, what's the name? Chip Cheerio. Come to our
BAFTA.
event. The BAFTAs.
The BAFTAs.
Of course,
the BAFTAs.
That was it. It just
The
slipped my
BAFTAs.
mind.
Thank you.
Too many
Thank you, Chris.
sun chips before the episode. the BAFTAs happened.
Mm-hmm.
Did the Emmys happen? I don't think they did.
I don't know how many. Can I ask a question real quick?
Sure.
I'll be that guy to say it. Why is there so many award shows?
Yeah, are we exposing
I kinda
ourselves
hate
right
it.
now?
I hate it.
Is this our fault? Is this our fault that we don't know?
Yeah,
Or are there just
probably,
too many?
Probably.
Do we have to thin out the pack?
I'll be honest with you. Loved movies all my life. I've never been a big award show guy at all. Like
not really.
until now, because I feel like we should be.
Yeah, you almost adopt the interest a
Right,
little bit
right.
along the way somewhere. Yeah,
Because
you
I don't
see so
think-
many of these, you're like,
yes.
you know?
Now I actually can have an opinion on it.
Yeah,
Because we've
right.
seen everything.
Yeah, you know
for
what's
the
good
most
and what
part.
isn't.
Right.
Yeah. Well, hey, the Oscars are coming up. The Oscars are what, next Sunday as of
week,
this
yeah.
recording?
Mhm.
So we are in the thick of Oscars prediction season. We got a couple predictions of our own, but we got a couple games today. We got a couple
Yeah.
award season themed games. We've got a lot of
We
stuff.
got some what,
we're
like
looking forward to.
movie superlatives?
Yes,
right?
we're introducing a new game that we can
Yes.
only play during award season, Cinema Superlatives.
That's it.
This is what we like to do. We like to create games that we can only play once.
It's genius. It's
So
genius.
we've got
Why
our-
don't we play it again? Why couldn't we?
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, it wouldn't fit as well.
Right, probably
Sure,
not.
but
yeah, but we'll figure it out.
We
We'll
juiced
iron
it,
out the
yeah.
details. But yeah, we got Cinema Superlatives coming up. We're giving out awards to the best of a couple most likely twos, and a
Big.
couple
Yep.
bests, and a couple class favorites. So yeah, we got a couple things going on. But I think first we would be absolutely remiss if we didn't dive straight into our 2 Galactic Transmissions that we have for the day.
Can I, because I think I know where this is going to go.
Sure.
Can I please introduce this and just kind of get your reaction?
Yeah, sure.
So we finally got our first trailer that dropped.
We did.
For DC's Lanterns.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
What? Yeah. What did you think?
Yeah, Lanterns trailer.
Yeah. What
Yeah,
did
it
you
looked
think?
great, didn't it?
You being serious right
Didn't
now?
it look good? Yeah. Aren't you fired up?
I can't even tell what you're doing right now.
Yeah, it looks
liked
great.
it?
Yeah,
You
great
actually
legend. Finally, right? New trailer. I'm just so excited,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just so excited because
You all
this
giddy
is the
about it?
blessing of being a DC fan with James Gunn at the helm. Is we just get all these projects that we've always wanted, So we get exactly what we wanted. We get a Green Lantern show, isn't that
Yeah.
great? And not only do we have Hal Jordan, we have Jon Stewart. We have 2 great actors playing each character.
Look at you, man,
What
Mr.
could be better?
Optimistic.
What could make this show better? What could make this show better? I have one. What if the suit was green? What if you made the Green Lantern suit green? What are we doing?
Beige Lantern.
Oh,
Seriously.
Green Lantern show great. Oh, suit reveal. It's brown. Am I dumb?
There's no way that's the final suit, though, right?
Am I dumb?
No, you're not.
People are like, oh, it's weathered by time and age. It's the Green Lantern suit, dude.
Well, I think-
it's an intergalactic. It comes
Yeah.
from another world. What? It's getting worn out because we're living in the Dust Bowl. What are we doing, dude? I'm gonna have a brain aneurysm at some point. James Gunn is going to institutionalize me. I can't take this anymore.
Do you want to think what is the horrible part of it? It's not just the suit. It's that the whole trailer has that dusty vibe.
Yes.
That they're going so far into the bit that there's just no color, no nothing. That kind of makes it feel like something separate. To me, it didn't even really feel like a superhero show at all.
No, and you know what? The director said to all the people complaining about that, stay tuned because we do get into like the space stuff. So it's like, all right, we'll hold the line on that.
But
how about if the Green Lantern suit was green? Yeah. Well, first look at the Batman suit. It's yellow. I'm gonna hurt myself.
Here's the issue, though.
Yeah.
You can do that when it's season 2 or 3 of the Lantern show, and you're trying to hold stuff back.
Yeah.
You got to get us into this.
That's what I'm saying.
And I don't feel like they're
dog.
doing anything to make you go, yeah, I gotta. Oh,
I have to
if
watch
I don't
this.
check that out, man, I
have
am
to watch
going to
this.
be so far behind. Like, nothing about that screamed to me, oh, I gotta watch that day one.
No,
That's
not
how I
really.
felt.
No, I can easily miss that for
I
a
didn't
couple
think there was
months.
anything directly bad about the trailer. I
No.
just thought it was very
Yeah, it's meh.
And the suit.
The suit is just the biggest glaring problem. I was sitting there and I'm like, okay, cool, a buddy cop. This is like True Detective, but Green Lanterns. This is sick. I can't wait to see the suit. Oh, imagine when they get in the suit, and then the suit gets peeled back and it's brown. and then the director was asked, why is the logo so plain? Because it's just a bold lanterns. It's no Green Lantern,
Right.
no nothing. And they were like, oh, well, we tried to make the logo green and incorporate green, but we just thought it looked cheesy.
So which one is it?
So you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But we want to make it. But hey everybody, James Gunn here. Hey, but the good thing about crafting the DCU the way we want it is that we get to go into campy and we get to go into cartoony and we get to make it true to comics. Oh, but by the way, we don't like how Green Lantern's green looks so hokey, so we're gonna take that out.
Well, you know what's funny is I don't even know if you can blame James Gunn for this.
Yes, I can.
Can you?
Yes,
Okay.
I will.
Okay, because
will
here's the
blame
thing.
James Gunn.
Here's the thing. I'll challenge you on. I do think at the same time the one thing that he for sure did right was you talk about making something look overly hokey and colorful. That's what he did in Superman.
Yeah, yeah.
So either they're trying to
you
lean
gotta
too
stick to
far
your
in the
guns
other
now.
way.
No pun intended.
Well,
you gotta stick to it.
You know what I think would have been great? I think the trailer doesn't look as bad if they make it like a very vibrant green.
Uh-huh.
And then like that is the contrast. I think that's where they should have gone. I think you should have seen some sort of power outside of just one push off.
Taking off, flying
Yeah.
and putting the
You
ring
need
on the
more
dash.
than that. You
Yes.
could do one little thing to make that dusty environment look so much more like a contrast to that green punch. You know what I'm saying? Something like that for like a split second would have been
Right.
awesome.
You're correct. Yes, it would have contributed a ton.
And I think it would have done everything for you.
My frustration comes from the fact that, like, for years now it's been the discourse on the Snyderverse was, oh, they just can't find a tone. You got Ben Affleck's Batman killing people and breaking the Batman code, and then you have the Birds of Prey and Margot Robbie's running through slow motion flower explosions, and you just can't find your tone. And now with James Gunn's universe between Peacemaker and Superman, it's like we finally found our tone. Is it perfect across the board? No, but it's consistent. Where we have the campy costumes that look comic book inspired with really out there stories that supersede belief. But then you're going to try and like ground Green Lantern, who's one of the most out there members of the Justice League. It just is like, dude, I like this would not have gone over well in the Snyderverse. So why are we excusing it with James Gunn? You know what I'm saying? I'm
That's fair.
frustrated.
It's fair.
I'm frustrated.
I can see it. You started out.
My
So what do you
collar-
think?
my
You said-
collar
you said,
popped a
Oh,
little
it's
bit.
great. It's great. Isn't that awesome? It's great. It's great. Except that too bad it sucks.
Too bad great costume you got there. Too bad it sucks.
There's no way that's the final costume they do.
It better not be, but I don't
think so.
I hate when they do this.
I think it's the Daredevil thing.
Oh, we know the suit sucks, but don't worry. 8 iterations later, it's gonna cook. No, just give us the
I do
suit,
agree. I
dude.
do agree. I'm a sucker for the original suits. I am.
Sure.
Like the base level kind of thing that gets them in. I
Yeah,
love that.
yeah.
But the thing that they do often is they wait way too long that you only get the actual fun suit for like a quarter of the time. And you're like, dude, I just want to see my hero in the way that they are. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm with you there. I think they need to fix that. There's no way that can be the final shot. Like,
No.
he has to be
And I'm
in,
sure
like,
it won't. It just frustrates
It
me.
can't be. It just can't be.
I hate when they do that. I hate like.
But
there's
they
no
should know better. I mean, with superhero fans, right? We're probably some of the more what's the word I'm looking for? Stingy with things like
Yes,
this.
particular.
Yeah, particular. That's a great word. Yeah, that you should know better when you're dealing with like a fan base like this.
Especially-
you're looking at Project Hail Mary. You want to see colors and stuff. Yes, the suit of whatever.
Right.
Green Lantern, man.
Yes, especially
We're
Green
gonna
Lantern,
be-
considering how botched he's been in live action
Right.
formats previously.
The real question is, did we treat Ryan Reynolds too harshly?
The suit, yes. I remember people dogging on the suit because it was fully CGI, and now I'm
Right.
like, I'd give anything to go back to that as
back
opposed
to
to this
that.
piece of crap, whatever the heck that is. It just looks like a Fallout. It looks like Fallout, like
It does.
scavenger armor
It
with
does.
the Green Lantern
That's
logo
exactly
on it.
what it looks like. Yep.
Frustrated, dude. I don't know, but that's it.
It feels like they're just driving around. Is that
Yeah, it's just a buddy cop show.
Right.
Which again, I'm sure, and all shows do this now. I'm sure all the footage we saw is in like the first 10 minutes of the show.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But
is there just part of you that's a little sick of the show thing?
it's a commitment for sure. And this
I
is a
just-
big hero to make you sit down for.
That's what I'm saying.
8 hours.
I just wish we were getting a full-on movie.
I do too. I do too.
I just feel like the lack of big heroes getting movies right now is what's ticking me off with the DC.
Yeah.
That's the issue.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I think too dependent on television, especially when television for DC and Warner Bros. Is so in limbo now with all the Paramount stuff. And yeah, not to get political.
No.
Again,
Now?
No, not
This
now.
podcast?
Not now. You kidding me?
Actually, if there was a time, we could now. We got the suits
We
on,
probably
right?
could.
We
Yeah,
actually
probably
could.
could.
You know what?
Look the part.
Second half of this podcast, Well, now that your therapy session's over,
Yeah, a little lighter. I feel a little.
Did you feel better?
I'm floating 2 inches.
the
off my
week was
chair right
going
now.
bad for you, and then it picked up. So
Yeah.
feeling much
Yeah,
better. Did
I
you have
get-
a good week?
No.
Oh, really?
No, it was all right. It was all right.
It was okay. Just normal.
Yeah.
Just normal.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all right.
Fair
It's all
enough.
right. You know what? It's okay. Yeah.
No? All right.
Yeah.
Well, in other news,
You're on break.
I am. I got a
You're
school
on
break.
break.
I'll be honest, dude. This was one of the worst weeks I've.
big man needs a break. Oh,
I see. Oh,
I
Mr.
see how
Not
it is.
Tough Guy anymore.
Mister, give me mercy for 7 days. Oh,
I'm actually quite looking forward to this, dude.
yeah, dude, you earned the heck out of this
Yeah,
one, dude.
I'm
I'll
ready
tell you,
for it.
I'll tell you
I'm
what.
ready. Sleeping tomorrow's gonna be
Oh
nuts.
my gosh,
Go
yeah.
triple platinum.
That's what I feel bad, dude. You got to go right from here to something else. You're booked through the first night of your.
What the heck?
Golly, dude.
They know.
Hey,
They know.
but they do.
They. You know what I'm talking about? They.
Yeah. Hey, but after that, you're off the hook.
That's
And
true.
You're gonna be
That's
getting
true.
some movies in.
We-
do you
yeah.
want to divulge this? Do you want to share some of the movies you're gonna be watching over your break for the first time?
Sure.
Yeah. You were telling me you have a list that you put together.
Yeah,
of,
yeah.
You have
I have
a
a few.
checklist.
I have a few.
Yeah.
There's a lot of movies that growing up I just never got to. So some of these movies it may seem shocking that I've never seen, and it probably is, but it's just things you just never got to.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
For one, I'm finally gonna be checking out Pulp Fiction.
Dude,
so I
let's
can't
go.
believe I haven't seen that.
Let's go.
Um,
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood too, or no? Just
Yeah,
Too much
yeah,
Quentin
yep.
Tarantino in 1 week.
No, I'm trying to get through a lot of Tarantino. Once
good.
Upon a Time Hollywood. I got to get through Django Unchained.
Yeah,
I got to
dude.
finish that.
That's my favorite.
What were there? There was a few others that you suggested that I
Walter
gotta watch.
Mitty.
Walter Mitty.
That's a huge one.
Yeah,
You gotta watch
it.
Walter Mitty.
You've got if you guys get a time to check on Letterboxd, or if you have Letterboxd, Sam has a whole big ranking of his top 100. And what do you always do a random number? It's
Yeah, I
what
think
is
right
it
now it's 164.
164.
I'm trying to get a definitive top 200.
Okay.
But I'm not keeping it locked until then, so I'm just building it out one by one.
Yeah, and my goal is by the end of this year to have seen every single movie in that list.
That's crazy, dude. That's
We'll
crazy.
see, I've seen a lot now.
Yeah, you put
so,
a pretty big dent in it.
right.
Yeah.
but we'll see. So
Yeah,
that's the
but
thought.
atop that list is Walter Mitty, so you gotta check that out.
Walter Mitty.
You gotta check that one out.
You
Yeah,
love that. I think that's your one,
it's
right?
my favorite movie of all time.
That's
yeah. We'll
crazy.
talk about that at some point when
Wow.
we have 20 minutes to kill. But yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
That's sweet, dude. Do we have anything else in Galactic Transmissions? Anything?
Do we? We're saving some of the teases for later on.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. I think so.
Okay.
Oh, for what we're doing in the podcast.
Yeah, there's a lot going
Yeah.
on. The next couple
we've
weeks.
never been busier, but we're so
No.
excited. We got some stuff.
Yeah.
Some stuff.
Yeah, some news
Yes.
stuff, but
Yes, we're so. And by the way, when we say what we're gonna share at the end of the podcast, we pride ourselves on having our friends on the podcast. It's the joy of what we
of
do.
course.
It's one of the joys. It's so fun to just be able to chat it up with our buddies on the podcast. But we have secured some people on the podcast that are going to be on in the next couple months, and one of them is next week. And
Yeah.
we could not be more excited. Yeah.
very, very excited.
So we'll
dude.
tease that at the end.
It's cool because for the longest time, you and I have been kind of going back and forth with a bunch of things, kind of trying to make things work behind the scenes, and it's kind of been a bit of playing this tag game.
Yeah.
And finally, we have some things official. So that's cool. We also
Yeah.
passed 1K on Instagram.
We
Finally,
did, dude.
Which is cool.
Dude, that's huge.
That's awesome.
Huge, dude.
So
And
thank
I don't
you.
think we even brought it up a couple weeks ago, but in the beginning of January, we passed 3 million total
Yeah.
views across all platforms. So now it's honestly probably closer to, what would you say, 3.2, I think, at
Yeah,
this point.
probably.
Crazy, dude.
So
It's
awesome.
wild. Who would have ever thought?
Not me.
Who would have ever thought?
Me?
Wow.
No. No.
Wow.
But-
Anything else?
Yeah, back to news. I think we've got one last thing. We have Paul Bettany now rumored to play Voldemort in Harry Potter reboot series. What do you think?
I thought for that, pretty plain and simple. I think Cillian Murphy is perfect. However, I understand if he's too big for that. I understand if Cillian Murphy, in the position he's in, recent Oscar winner, getting offers everywhere, always busy with the Nolan stuff. I'd understand if he didn't want to sit down and commit to a 7-season show, you know, and busy up the next 10 years of his life with just one thing. I understand. It would be crazy, though. He'd be perfect. But, you know, alternatively, Paul Bettany, talk about, like, a voice. Like, what a cool voice to add to Voldemort. I would love to see his take. And especially even, like, in the small bit we see with White Vision in WandaVision, you get a taste for how cold, you know, he can kind of play that, like, apathetic, you know, character. I would love to see how that translates into Voldemort. I think it could really crush it. I'm intrigued by that quite a bit. I think that would be great. But we'll have to see. Two great options. All the people that have been rumored so far have been sick.
Really cool.
Awesome.
Yeah. I was really hoping for Cillian Murphy, but that man is just, I think he's transcended doing these type of roles.
A little too big.
Yeah, I don't know. Did you see, I've never watched Peaky Blinders, the show.
There's a movie or something,
There's a movie that just came out.
Yeah.
And people are loving it.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you know what? I've heard that the show, like, the seasons are only, like, 6 episodes long.
Are they really?
So we might have to.
I would love to. It's just something I haven't gotten to.
And it's one of those things where it's like, because it's wrapped, you're kind of like, it didn't feel like there was enough hype around it for us to like warrant going back. But maybe we will have to check it out. I mean, it's like over across the pond there. It's like everybody's favorite show. So we might have to check that out. We might have to see.
It's one of those things when I heard about the movie that it was like a little too late. Where I was like, I just don't have enough time to finish the show before then. So. Kind of felt not pointless, but
right.
I'll just wait.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll just wait. I'm
we'll
in the middle of
we'll
other
have to check
stuff.
it out. I'm sure, like when we get closer to the end of the year, this year, when we're doing our top movies of 26, I'm sure we'll revisit that. But yeah.
So before we get into the official Oscar segment thing, I kind of wanted to bring up one quick thing. Side note: I got a ton of flack yesterday. Actually, with a bunch of people just talking about movie stuff. Regular situation, talking with a bunch of people.
Like in real life.
Real life.
Oh, interesting.
Real life situation. We were just dropped in. Right.
Okay.
And I suggested that I thought Florence Pugh not only as Yelena is better than Black Widow, but that Florence Pugh is a definite better actor than Scarlett Johansson, and everyone thought I was nuts. And I wanted to see what you thought. Because do you know what they kept saying to me? Do you realize that she's like one of the highest grossing actresses ever? And I was like,
it doesn't matter.
What does that matter?
It's a random stat.
I said basically that I think she's got that like, and she plays off as like the ultra like chick magnet, or no, not you know what I mean.
Yeah.
She's the ultra like she's gonna flirt with you and then also take your money and then be like the coolest action hero ever.
Yes,
kind of thing.
Yeah.
In like almost every movie, I feel like. I know some of her earlier work is a bit.
You're talking Scarlett.
Yeah, Scarlett.
Yeah.
Florence, man. I've seen her pull off 5 very separate roles and do them perfectly.
Those are my thoughts.
I think she's a lot more versatile. I think Scarlett does what she does really well, but I don't think she has much ability to kind of go outside that realm. And I feel like things like Jurassic World even just kind of show that it's like, I don't want to say she's too much of like okay just taking a role, but I feel like she can't be the reason that a film... I don't know what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying?
She can't
single-handedly like make the movie good.
Yes. I would agree with you. I would say, if you were to ask me which one was a better actress, and which one is a better character in the MCU, I'd say Florence Pugh and Yelena. However, I don't know if, for the reasons you just mentioned, Scarlett Johansson was ever given a fair shot. I think that she is a great actress, but I think it's no diss on her being told from the jump, we need you to be the seductive,
chick magnet.
Yes, big chick magnet, because we need you to be like the seductive side piece.
Yes.
That was the foundation they laid for the character. So then by the time she's like the boss woman type around like Civil War, I don't know. Like, I don't want to say you don't buy it, but you've kind of written her off. And I don't think Yelena has ever given people a reason to write her off. I don't think she's ever been...
I just think she's got so much more depth, too, as a character.
I think... Which is crazy, because I almost think that, like,
she should.
The character of Natasha has been through just as much. The problem is they just play way more...
It's the on-screen, for sure.
Yes, they play way more into the seductive, she's with everybody and, getting passed around type thing. And they kind of screw her. Same reason, like...
but I don't know.
It's tricky. I would say that I enjoy Gwen Stacy and Emma Stone more than Kirsten Dunst and MJ. as the Peter Parker love interest back then. But however, I think Kirsten Dunst is just as good of an actress, but she just was told back then, like, we need you to be
You think
like,
so?
we need you to get like
As good as Emma Stone?
We need you to play off the manipulative, getting passed around type MJ. And Emma Stone was just given great direction for her romantic dynamic with
Really?
Andrew. That's what I think.
I don't know. I think she's definitely above Kirsten.
I agree.
Okay.
But I'm saying Dunst never got a fair shake.
Okay, fair enough.
She never got a chance to
I
show
get
off
what
her
you're
acting
saying.
chops because
Yeah.
she was told, we just need you to be the girl that's getting passed around town. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You're with the astronaut. You're with Harry.
Right.
You're with Peter. You're with Harry again. And she never
That's
got a
your
chance.
point, is being the interest,
that's who
not that
your-
you have other things going
Right.
on and you're the interest.
That's who your character is.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I get that. I
Yeah.
get that.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair. But
Yeah,
anyway,
I don't know.
I just thought I'd bring that up.
Because
they
it's a
were
good
thinking
conversation to
I
have.
was way off course.
Oh, really? Nobody
Way off
agreed with
course.
you?
Nobody.
Oh, interesting.
Which is why I was like,
I think
am
that's
I
just
in the wrong
nostalgia. I think
circle?
that's nostalgia talking.
Okay.
Because I really,
That's what I accused them
Florence
of,
Pugh is
but-
far and away, I think, a better character in the end.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Yelena is so much better, but I also think Johansson never got a fair chance.
That's fair.
You see stuff like her in like Marriage Story with Adam Driver, like she's really great.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, dude. You don't see it in the MCU. Because again, they were still trying to find their groove, and at the time it was, she was getting caught in the, you're the one female star here. We need you to be the whatever, and then we're playing more into the joke thing, so we need you to be like the lawful good in contrast. And so then she almost like was too dry for our own liking, and it she never got a fair shake. But yeah, oh well.
You're right, especially with like the Hulk stuff. But,
yeah, that's when it really kind of screwed it for me, because it just made no sense. Is that even in the comics? I don't even think it is.
I don't think so.
But Galactic Transmissions.
It's quick.
We light speeded our own way through it. We didn't even need to invoke it.
No.
Wow. Award season. What do we got?
We have finally all these big awards that people have been slowly seeing, all this stuff. So what I wanted to do today with you, and I know you've obviously been trying to pitch this for us, but
Sure.
I think we should go through and give both who we would think should win and also predict who you think is going to win.
I'm into it. Sure.
possible.
Yes, of course. Because for most of them, I'm sure they're different answers.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
All right.
I
So
don't
where
know.
are we starting out?
Yeah, I think we should start out with Best Actor real quick, because that's been the biggest one that's been kind of thrown around where people are not quite sure what's going to happen.
Sure. You want to read off the nominees? here?
Early on, it was feeling like it was going to be Timothy Chalamet.
Yep.
From Marty Supreme.
Yeah.
And now recently it's been a lot of stuff about Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah,
So
he's gotten
we'll see
some
that.
like a recent second wind.
Right. So we've got Timothy Chalamet from Marty Supreme, Leonardo DiCaprio from One Battle After Another, Ethan Hawke from Blue Moon, Michael B. Jordan from Sinners, and Wagner Moura from The Secret Agent.
Which I haven't seen. I'll be open and honest here.
2 hands up. Haven't seen that either.
Yeah.
So,
A lot of good options.
Can we put a little disclaimer as well beforehand, before we do all these?
Sure.
There are a few movies we haven't seen. Sam and I haven't seen. So
A small amount.
yeah, small, honestly,
Minuscule.
minuscule. But when those things happen, I mean, I feel bad for them because they don't get a fair fight. I mean, I know they take that personally when we don't acknowledge them.
But I'll say this: I think with every award that whenever award comes out, there's always a couple nominees where it's like they're thrown in there because their name deserves to be recognized. But from the offset, they're not going to be the winner.
Yeah.
I think that we have made a very intentional effort to the movies that we have seen are the movies where likely if it's going to be a winner, it's going to be one of these ones that we've seen. So if we haven't seen a movie, it's just because we've kind of written the movie off as
I haven't seen anyone talking about Secret Agent in terms of that's going to sweep or do anything really.
Right.
Maybe a few awards, but
Yes. So
no disrespect. It's just
we just kind of looked at it like what's getting the most buzz, and we made sure we saw everyone. So
Yep.
Yeah. So with that being said, what do we got? What are the first nominees here?
So for Best Actor, again, those were the ones that we got. All those. Do you want me to read them again?
Yeah. Go for it.
Okay. So again, it's Timothy Chalamet, Marty Supreme, Leonardo DiCaprio, One Battle After Another, Ethan Hawke, Blue Moon, Michael B. Jordan, Sinners, and Wagner Moura, The Secret Agent.
What are your early thoughts here?
Early thought.
Early last second thoughts.
I think this is a clear battle between two, and I'm not just doing that based on what's been given so far.
Oh, just two.
Just two. I think it's two. You think it's more? I know people are going to talk about. I know it's.
I think for the Academy it'll be more.
Okay. For me,
I think it's a three-way race here.
I think Michael B. Jordan and Timothy had a lot more going on. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
I think I would still give it to Timothy.
Would you really?
I think I would.
Even though he has to do twice, Michael B. Jordan?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I would chalk that more up to like marvelous visual effects. I think Sinners should be the clear-cut winner for, like, well, because that's tricky, because then you also have Avatar. That's tricky.
So yeah.
You know what I mean? Because he's playing two very. I mean, they're twins. They're two. They have their own quirks and differences, but they're playing two. He's playing two very similar characters by nature. The marvel is how when they hug or when they pass each other a cigarette, it's seamless. Like and that's less. Again, not knocking Michael B. Jordan. It should be him or Timothy. However, I think that being such a seamless transition to where you don't even think twice about it and you forget that it's the same guy, I would put that more on the people behind the camera. It's tricky. It's so difficult, but I think Timothée Chalamet. Yeah, I don't know. I think there's just been he's had a couple performances recently where it would have made sense for him to be nominated and he wasn't. That now that he's nominated and he's like about to cross the finish line, I'm just like, just push him over.
I agree.
I think every nominee here will have other chances down the road. Michael B. Jordan will be an Oscar winner at some point. I have no doubt about that. Same with Timothée Chalamet. So to me, this is just a question of which one now. And I think Timothée Chalamet just makes more sense at the moment. I like Sinners, I think, a hair more than Marty Supreme. We went over that in our 2025 review. However, I think I would put Timothée Chalamet forward here as Best Actor.
I think you said that perfect. I think you said that perfect. Yeah, I agree. I think at the very end of Marty Supreme was the point that I felt that moment when you see the switch flip, where he finally gets the achievement of his goal, where it's the whole thing he wanted so badly, that character that he's playing.
Yep.
To then that moment where he sees his child and he breaks down. Was
and
like
he just accepts where he's at. Yes.
And you can see like the first time ever, that now it's less about him. And now he finally feels something for someone else.
Yes.
The first time.
Yep.
And the way he just shows that out.
That's great.
With the needle drop as well.
Yep.
I think it's perfect.
It's awesome.
And that was the point, I think, where I felt like, all right, he kind of packed it up for me.
Yeah,
like that's just it. You know?
The elephant in the room here is that we're not even name dropping DiCaprio.
Why is that?
You know, it's difficult because I think that DiCaprio puts on a great performance, but it's certainly not his best. And I think that if he didn't win one for a couple of his other roles that he's had, he certainly shouldn't win one here. If he didn't win for Wolf of Wall Street, if he didn't win for Gilbert Grape, if he didn't win for goodness, like there's been several roles that he's had where it's like if he's not winning it there, we don't give it to him for one battle after another. For the love of everything, come on, it's so not his best movie. Whether you loved it or not, it's just so not. It should not be like. It's just. It would be laughable. It would be laughable to me if he missed out on the Oscar nod for other roles that he clearly deserved it for, but like he gets it for The Revenant and One Battle After Another. It's like his two kind of throwaway roles.
It's a great performance.
Great performances, but just kind of throwaway movies. I can't
imagine that being an Oscar winner.
I agree.
For him.
I agree. I agree. And again, DiCaprio, similar thing. He will not pass on from this life with just one Oscar, but I don't think it should be here. So
I agree.
There's Best Actor. What do you think? What else do we have?
Next,
walk me through.
We'll shift it around to keep things fluid.
Sure.
Next, I can't wait. Best Animated Film.
Ooh.
We have the nominees: Arco, Elio, K-pop Demon Hunters.
Was Elio early last year? Or when was that? I forgot that was last year.
April, I think.
Oh, no
maybe
kidding.
May, maybe.
Last year was a long year.
I know.
I forgot.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought that was 24.
No,
okay,
yeah.
Okay.
Elio, K-pop Demon Hunters, Little Emily, Emily, or the Character of Rain. I have not seen that. And then Zootopia 2. So those are the nominees.
This doesn't even feel like a competition to me.
Really?
Yes.
Are you serious?
This is runaway for K-pop Demon Hunters.
Really?
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah, 100%.
Interesting.
The difficult thing, I think, will be original song in an animated feature. Isn't that a category?
It is.
I think, and that'll be tricky between Golden and the one from Zootopia. What is it? What is it? Zoo or what is it?
It should not be close. It should easily be Golden there.
It shouldn't be close, but that song took over social media, like both did.
You think it did?
Yes,
I don't think it did from Zootopia.
It wasn't Golden. But I certainly think that
if
we're looking at just a movie, I think K-pop. It's no question.
Are you serious?
Yeah, 100%.
What would you pick?
Yes. What would you put?
You would want and you'd predict.
You would put Zootopia over K-pop? Really? You would? You?
I rated it higher.
Wow.
Did you?
No, I did too. But K-pop.
You don't think it's the better animated film? I think if we're Yeah, I mean, it's probably K-pop. I'll be honest. It's
I
probably
liked
K-pop.
Zootopia more, but I don't think it was the better animated film. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Do you think... Am I factoring story in too much?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Because
animation-wise, just straight animation, if that's what we're going off of. Is that all this goes off of?
It's everything.
It's just... Okay.
It's everything. And I think factoring animation in changes a lot. You
It
know what I
does,
mean?
totally. I think...
Story-wise, I think Zootopia is just better constructed, but I think when you factor animation in, that scales tip quite a bit. You know, when you factor in animation, Zootopia is just another Disney movie. K-pop Demon Hunters is going to be impacting a lot of animation going forward.
I think you're right. I think Zootopia being the second one too.
Yeah.
It doesn't have as much.
Right.
K-pop like blew up.
Yes.
Like blew up
and stayed that way.
And I think sometimes these things become almost of a rewarding for that as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
even if it wasn't as deserved.
Right.
For instance, Train Dreams, right? Fantastic. But I almost think because it didn't ever have that moment that it blew up, I just don't think it's going to do as well as it probably should have.
Right. There's a world where that has a better marketing campaign, and that's
Right,
like
exactly.
the runaway for
it's not a
Best
Netflix
Picture.
drop that randomly comes out.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
all of a sudden it changes the narrative.
You're absolutely
right.
correct. Yeah.
You're right. It's probably K-pop. I think they
I think
easily
it
win
is.
with Golden. They should win with Golden easily. And that's what I'd put. It becomes tough, though, with the animated of what I would put.
Right.
Because
Yeah, absolutely.
I think Zootopia is the better movie by far. But again, if you're going...
It's a better movie. I think even if I'm going off of what I would put, I think I would still put K-pop.
Okay.
For what you said, it blew up, and it like so
That's
many
fair.
people were impacted by that.
Yeah. It's close. It's definitely close. You're probably right, because original versus second, and I
Yeah.
think that's probably what it is. But
Like, I'm not a K-pop guy, but I just remember for years between like BTS and all these different groups, like K-pop was this thing that was. It was domestic, but it like had domestic reach. But for the most part, it was this thing that felt far away. And I think K-pop Demon Hunters made that whole genre of entertainment and music and culture.
It's the middleman.
Yes, it broke the divide. And Zootopia was just a great movie.
it's a great point.
You know?
It's a great point. I mean, was I ever somebody that would talk about K-pop ever? No. And now
Right,
you've got
exactly,
me screaming
dude.
and
I remember you and I were
hollering on
both
it.
scoffing at it. Yeah,
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Huh.
That's a good point.
It's-
so
it's-
you're probably right. Yeah.
Something to think about, dude. I don't
To
know.
highlight the other ones, I just haven't seen them really.
Sure. No, I haven't
I
either.
know a lot of people liked the other one that I mentioned.
Yep.
Little Amelia or whatever.
Amelie or
yeah, Amelie? Is
Amelie?
that how you say it? You might have to.
know.
Yeah. You'll have
Yeah,
to do like a little voiceover for me.
yeah, just like we'll put like series voiceover ours or something.
People are gonna be like, "These guys are talking to me. Are you serious? I can't even pronounce it right."
Yeah, right. Yeah. But all right, what else? All right, next up we have visual effects. The award for best visual effects. We have the nominees are Avatar: Fire and Ash, F1, Jurassic World: Rebirth, The Lost Bus, which I don't think we haven't seen that, or Sinners.
Yep.
So a lot of good choices here. A lot of good choices that are good for multiple different reasons. F1, some sequences where the races aren't even real. You know what I mean? And not once did that ever even occur to me. So great visual effects then. Because
Yep.
I didn't realize that some of those were fake until I'm
Which is
reading that
crazy.
it's a nominee. Because I read that originally and I'm like, best visual effects for what?
Like what? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Jurassic World Rebirth, same thing. I mean, at any time one of these dinosaur movies are created, you have to give them the nod because they changed visual effects forever, and they continue to push the needle forward.
Which, if I had to give away on that real quick, there are some amazing moments. Specifically, the field shot where they have all the big, tall ones kind of
Yep.
over top.
Yep.
Those are great. There are a few moments that I did notice a little bit of patchiness in.
Yes.
Where you could very clearly see stuff. And again, not a diss on the movie. It's just when you're stacking it up to win an award like this, you got to be top notch.
And can I say,
Yeah.
I think that a lot of movies do this, and I'm not insulting the Jurassic World, the integrity of the Jurassic franchise, but I noticed that there's this thing that they do often, especially in the last couple movies, where it's almost like, I don't know if they're running out of their animation budget or what, but a lot of the sequences towards the end take place at night, and I almost feel like it's partly to mask incomplete CGI, or CGI that they couldn't perfect in the daytime, and so they make it a nighttime thing. Sometimes nighttime just serves as a great climax, but I think in the case of these movies, sometimes it's the same as Wonder Woman, what is it, Wonder Woman 84 or 85 or whatever it is, where they couldn't figure out the cheetah CGI, and so they made the fight at the end. And made all the cuts quick so that you couldn't tell, but people like freeze frame it, and it looks like it's like a Wii game. That's what I feel like this is. It's almost like an easy way out. Mm-hmm. We don't know how to finish this thing up, so we're just gonna turn the lights down. So for me, that causes me to write it off. No offense, but
Except, dude, do you remember that one shot that they do when the helicopter's coming in, and like from the smoky shadow in the dark, you see the one come out?
Cool.
That was ridiculously cool.
Again, the concepts at night, nothing is lost there. It's more just I wonder partly sometimes whenever there's a nighttime sequence with CGI. I sometimes wonder why that is.
You never fully actually get to see that big dinosaur, like in its majesty and everything that it is.
Exactly, dude.
Which, to me, I'll say I think what should win, honestly, what I think will win and what should win, I don't know how you put down Avatar. It's just so good.
Like how you don't give it to them?
Yeah,
I agree.
It's just phenomenal. I feel like the only reason it won't, if it doesn't, is just because Way of Water also exists, that you've seen it. So you don't feel as much of that awe and shock from seeing what you're seeing?
You're correct, but in the same vein, it's like, how lucky are we to be able to take something that looks that good for granted?
Mm-hmm. Yes,
you know what I mean?
Exactly, right. Yeah. But that is a factor for sure, is that it doesn't feel as mind-blowing as it was before.
You're right.
Because you've seen it.
Right. Yep.
But it's still, then when you step back and actually think about it, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I think it's the best shot one of the three.
I agree.
Which makes sense.
Yep. Lighting, everything.
It's
the
so
underwater
beautiful.
Effects.
Yep. We complained about it not being much different than Way of Water and some of the things it did, but everything it does do looks amazing.
Yes.
So there's just no doubt about that.
All the fire stuff, everything. Yep. And finally mixing the more people in and having it not feel like you can really pick apart what's real and what isn't. Because that's the easy thing. It's easy to animate around one person. Try a group of 50, but they do it. And not once in that seating, when it's blown up and easy for you to point out the mistakes, were there mistakes to point out. So perfect.
I think, honestly, have you seen the behind the scenes that they've done for Avatar stuff? Some of those shots where they show what they're doing, I'm like, how in the world are they pulling that off?
It's crazy.
Even like weird things like the kissing scenes. It's just,
right.
It's unbelievable how they actually
Sigourney
pull that
Weaver's
off.
Playing like a 15-year-old or whatever.
Yeah, and they're like...
Yeah, sure.
They're not even. They're like this far apart.
Yeah.
And they still make it work and so perfect. I don't know how you don't give it to it.
The other outstanding one here is Sinners.
Of course, right.
Just because of the reasons we mentioned. I mean, but at the same time, I don't want to cheapen it. But we've been seeing effects like this, albeit not as good as Sinners, in like Disney Channel shows for years. It's not like a new thing. I think you have to give it to Avatar just because it pushes the needle continuously.
Not to spoil ahead, but I think Sinners is more fitting for the Best Picture.
I totally agree.
Than visual effects.
Yes. Yep. Yeah. So, you're absolutely right.
So we're gonna give it to Avatar.
Yes, I would say so.
Official crown of Avatar.
Pretty easily. And do you want to? What do you think here? What do we got next?
Did I teased it? Do you want to go into Best Picture?
I think we saved that for last.
Okay, last. I think the biggest one.
Last.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So I think next up, what you want to go cinematography?
Yeah, let's go cinematography. Cinematography. We have Frankenstein, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, Sinners, and Train Dreams. You're gonna hear a lot of repetition with all these, so it's just
so good. It's such a good year for cinematography. It felt like the first time cinema got away from like the pale grays and desaturated stuff that we've been so used to with all the blockbusters. The MCU's been privy to it. DC. Even some Disney stuff like with the live action remakes, like we've just seen this like desaturation of cinema, and it's like everywhere, and like Netflix contributes to it as well, just like kind of taking a lot of the color out, and I don't know what it is. I don't even think there's like a reason for it. I think it's just like it's like the you're taking the flavor out of it, and people forget like how significant coloration and like that after effect is, like how important it is to the impression a movie has on you. I think back to like things like, and we've name dropped these movies so much on our show, but Pirates of the Caribbean, how impactful those movies are, because it feels like each one has its own distinct tone, especially the first three. And how the first three specific, even like Harry Potter, how all 8, like they progressively get darker and darker, and it adds to that undertone of Voldemort's chokehold
Grip.
on the wizarding world, getting stronger and stronger, and it almost serves as its own energy, just the cinematography itself. So it can't go understated, or overlooked rather.
So where would you go? Where do you think that they are going to go, and then what are you feeling?
I think it has to be. I think this one goes to Sinners. I would give this one to Sinners, but I think the runner-up should be Train Dreams.
I was about to say.
Train Dreams knocked my socks off, dude. Like, it was just impressive being able to film almost an entire movie just at dusk or in the sunrise. Like, that film process must have just been excruciating. They must have just been up like at every hour of the day. But it looks so good, and it's so calming. Despite the movie being this melancholy, drama, it just feels so aesthetically pleasing and satisfying to watch. It took me 3 days to watch that movie because I kept putting it on at like 10 p.m. and I kept passing out because it was so relaxing. Like every shot is just so pleasing to the eye. But I think Sinners it's so good. Every time I see like a behind the scenes shot and you just get that cinematography, like you just get or a scene pops up from one of the cinema pages on Instagram, like I just want to go back and rewatch the movie again. It looks so good. The movie looks so spectacular. It's like
the second the sun starts to go down and you get that shot of like the field open and them kind of just going through, you're
it's
like,
great,
man,
dude. And like the way, like just natural light, like flames and candles and this and that, how the light's flickering off their faces.
the
it's
fire
so good.
scene, when they're all around it and you can see them from afar and then they zoom up close.
It's awesome, dude. I think that would be my runaway. What about
Yeah,
you?
no, I'm totally with you. I think
Okay.
that's exactly where I'd go.
Okay.
Yeah, I would go there. I think things like Frankenstein, I would honestly go more for set and costume.
Sure.
That, I think that's kind of where that shines. Marty Supreme was great. I just think it's more, I don't know. I wasn't ever like blown away by the movie's great altogether. I don't think there was ever a moment where I was like, that shot is so
Right.
unbelievable.
That's the winner. Yeah.
So honestly, I'm surprised things like F1 are not in there at all. Are you? Or do you think that's a little too, or am I focusing too much on just visuals? Like regular visuals?
It's tricky because I think the cinematography could have been anything. I think watching like an F1 racer rip 236 miles up a road just looks good in and of itself.
True,
You know what
true.
I mean?
Yeah.
But it is. I mean, it's worth mentioning. It's absolutely worth mentioning. But yeah, I think the runaway winners are the ones that we've brought up.
Would you
already.
give one battle after another? Would you put that in like the third, probably?
Great cinematography, again, a lot of what we were talking about before, the coloration, like, is what makes the movie what it is. It's what distinguishes it. I just don't think... I just think the other ones, like, have such a distinct feel. It doesn't feel like coloring just to color a certain way. It feels like the colors play a certain role in the operation of the movie itself as like an organism. It feels like it's part of an organism. Whereas One Battle After Another just feels like a solid movie that was colored a certain way, not to make you feel something, just to make the movie look cooler, I guess. I don't know. And I don't want to dumb it down like that, but that just is how it felt to me.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
No, I'm with you. I'm
Okay.
with you.
Okay.
Give it to Sinners.
All right.
All right.
Flying. We're
We
ripping through.
are. You want to go
through.
to Best Actress next?
I think so. Yeah, you want to read these off?
Yeah.
Who are the nominees?
Sweet. So, we've got Jessie Buckley in Hamnet. We have Rose Byrne in If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. We have, I'm sorry if I'm butchering these. We have Renee Reinsve in Sentimental Value. We have Emma Stone in Begonia. And then Kate Hudson in Song Sung Blue. That was about it.
Solid list.
Yes.
Solid.
Very solid. What's your power ranking right now feeling like? To me, it feels like this one is the most obvious. Just in the way we've been seeing the build-up with the award shows coming out.
It doesn't really feel like there's been competition. It
No.
feels like it's been her and everyone else.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
I
Jessie Buckley.
I think Jessie Buckley runs away with this
Yeah,
one.
I agree.
However, who we would like to see, Emma Stone. I think we both agree. Emma Stone probably, if it were up to us, would be winning this. I think, say what you want, and we disagree on what our thoughts are on Begonia. I think Emma Stone's performance in that movie is not the thing that's
Questioned.
up to
Yep.
question. Yeah, I think that we both agree that Emma Stone delivered a knockout performance, and I think that with how much we've been seeing Emma Stone lately, it could be so easy for it to just feel like another Emma Stone movie.
It's the Avatar thing.
And it doesn't. Right. It still feels like it stands on its own as just a unique performance by a great actress. However,
she's the opposite of what we were saying before, where I was saying with Scarlett, sometimes it feels like she's there.
Yep.
I feel like Emma Stone can change the movie.
Yeah.
She herself can make a movie good by herself.
yes, yep, yeah, 100%, 100%. And I think the parts that are great, I think that even you might agree, are good. As somebody who didn't like Begonia, I think are attributed directly back to her. Mm-hmm. Every good part about that movie, whether you like it or not, comes back to Emma Stone.
And Jesse Plemons. It's just those two. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, it's obviously that's the movie.
Of course,
but
yeah,
it's
sure.
their acting performances, not what the movie is. That makes it to me.
Right.
So
Jesse Buckley, though, just kind of came out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah,
probably,
Hamlet really came out of nowhere.
Yeah, it did.
Kind of just, I mean, they're up for a lot of awards, right?
What else can be said? Please help me. What else can be said?
Nothing else needs to be mentioned. I mean,
thank God. All right, and all of this has been great, and all of this has been exciting, but all of it pales in comparison to the last category that we have here: the creme de la creme, the cream of the crop, best picture of 2025.
Wow,
who's taking it home?
Wow, you want to read off the nominees?
Yeah, sure. I'll read it off. All right, so for best picture, the nominees are Begonia, Frankenstein, F1. Are there this many nominees for real?
Yeah, there's a lot.
Wow. Yep. Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, Sinners, Train Dreams, Sentimental Value, and The Secret Agent. We might have to check the Secret Agent thing out, dude. What did we miss here?
I don't know. There's a lot on here.
Who's in that again?
Should we? How do you want to do this? Do you want to almost pick 3 out that you think should be in there, and we start there?
I think there's only 3 that deserve the nod.
Really? Okay.
For me, it would be Sinners, Train Dreams, and Marty Supreme.
Really? Okay.
I think so.
Okay.
But I understand that One Battle After Another is,
You know what's really throwing me? It's the Hamnet of it all. I didn't see it.
Oh.
I'll come out and I'll say it. I'm sorry. I didn't see it. That's why we were laughing before. I didn't see it. So
me either.
So it came out in theaters late, and they have still not dropped it on any platforms. You have to pay like $30 for it right now.
Oh, really?
Because it's all nominated, so to pay for it.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
Yeah, so I just haven't seen it yet. So I just haven't bit the bullet. But it's tough because I feel like it's the one like elephant in the room.
I've heard it's great.
Yeah. So it's hard for me to ignore it, but I feel like for the sake of what we're doing, I have to just.
Yeah.
And hopefully that's not a bad take.
But let me tell you something. I think that a lot of people are in that boat, and I think that. Like Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, Sinners, these were movies that like people were told you can't miss this, and they didn't. Mm-hmm. They took that seriously. So I almost think that like, again, you talk about these in the beginning. You talk about these factors that play into just beyond the movie. You talk about cultural influence and impact, and how the movie kind of makes this push, just based on word of mouth. And I don't think Hamnet ever had that. It could shock everybody. I remember a couple years ago when Moonlight won over La La Land. And it was like this big shocker because La La Land was the one that drove everybody nuts. And then Moonlight was great, but it kind of swept under the radar, and then it took it.
Yeah.
This is similar where Hamnet could do that. However, I just think the others, though, were just so significant this past year that like, I don't think
everybody took notice.
I don't think it will be Hamnet. I don't think it will. It could make an argument for it, but I think it's probably. I hope it's Sinners. My pick would be Sinners.
I think that's where I'd go to.
Yeah.
Actually.
Deserves it. 100%.
I think it's the most, as much as I liked Marty Supreme more, I think it's the most long-lasting film that we've gotten this year.
Yes.
Like, I could easily see people watching this back in 10 years.
We talked about
more
it.
than any of them.
Yes, we talked about it in our 2025 episode, but I definitely think it has the most classic feel of any movie that came out last year.
It's just the most different.
Yes.
It's...
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like we're not giving enough love to One Battle After Another. Like, do you think there should be some category?
Why is that? Why?
I don't know. It was a great movie. Too bad it sucks. We're just going to keep using that.
Man. Yeah, we're not. So if you could give an argument from a place of objective reasoning.
I just can't.
For why One Battle After Another should take it, what would you say? If you had to put yourself in the shoes of the people that liked One Battle After Another.
Well, partly I think it is that too. I think in some ways One Battle, when it came out, had almost nothing behind it except for the fact that Leonardo DiCaprio was in it, right? Which obviously is a thing.
Yeah.
But when it came out, it was just regarded as some sort of random indie film. Like, no
Yes.
one really had buzz.
Yes.
The reason why it got buzz was because people said it was that good.
Right.
Honestly. That's
Yes.
the only reason I decided to go watch it at first, because I was like, holy cow, like, everybody's, like, talking this up like nuts. So, I think it does look great. And I think everything that combines in with it, like, I totally do understand why there are a lot of elements of it. I think with the car scene too, like at the end,
Great.
It really builds up very nicely. So I get the argument. I don't know. I just feel like Sinners is.
I feel like there's just stuff in one battle after another that you could pick apart and say this is why this wouldn't be
Yeah.
my pick, and that doesn't exist for me in Marty Supreme and Sinners.
That's a good point.
Like, all of them have highs that warrant Oscar nominations.
Right.
However, I feel that one battle after another is the one between the three there that you could point at this or that and say, for that reason, I'm out. And for the other two, I just don't think that it is present. I think those two, like, they just, I don't want to say they're flawless in execution, but more so than one battle after another, I think.
There's nothing we'd change about them.
No,
at all.
no.
And I think that the first 30 minutes we both came out and I said, no matter what the TikTok comments say, the first 30 minutes I think stink.
Yeah, yes.
Not because
With
the
it-
whole movie stinks, but some of the direction choices they do in there. I
Yes,
think
I'm
ruin
glad,
it.
and I'm glad you said that, because I think that the discourse, if we make a clip out of this, will be you guys are coming after like the political side of it, and that's not what we're coming
No,
from. I
no.
honestly, my disliking the movie comes entirely from a place of I thought it was too long, I thought it took too long to get started, and I thought it was too sexual.
Yep.
Like, those are my three.
I feel like the movie didn't even get started till an hour and 45 minutes in.
Right.
Not really.
Yeah, but it felt like that.
And it felt like
that, for sure.
the movie was trying to be serious, and it was kind of like joking though at the same time. So you're like, is this actually supposed to be like not a satire thing, but is this supposed to kind of be involving that element?
Yes.
Or are we actually trying to make a political statement and be serious here?
Right, because every time I'm
And I
starting
can't
to think
tell.
I'm supposed to not take this seriously, then something happens, and I'm like, oh, I'm
Like,
you know,
oh, this is like a statement movie.
yeah, I got to
And you're
rewire
like,
my brain
is
here.
it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Because then the main person that they have behind the statement of the movie is actually completely bad, and they're
Right.
like, oh, so they're not even we're
Right.
not even supporting her anymore.
Right.
So
Exactly.
where are we at? I don't know.
Yeah.
And I just feel like like you said, the direction choices of some of the sexual stuff was just not.
Just excessive.
It was excessive, and it was like,
It seems like no big budget. I'm sorry, not big budget. No big name Oscar movie these days can go without some sexual undertone. I understand for some reason all these people feel they need to just put that in there. There needs to be some scene where some character is in a bedroom with another character somewhere. Like, it just needs to be in there. I don't know if it's in the contract or what, but all these movies have that. This one just felt like it I don't know, just leaned too much into it.
it was just bizarre.
And yes, and every time it was just odd.
It's one thing when you say like, let's look away. It's another thing when you just feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, when you feel like
And
you
I felt like I
made a
was
mistake
like,
clicking on the movie.
yeah, I'm like, I need to click off this. I just feel weird right now.
Right, exactly.
That's how I felt.
Yes.
Whereas Marty Supreme was the second where you're like, oh, okay, all right, you're fine.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And
But-
again, for Marty Supreme, though, that's like, I don't want to say like it's needed but that's his character.
Yes.
That's like directly his
He
character.
just is like living life in excess.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's really just highlighting that. It's not really trying to be all whatever.
Right.
I mean, I guess people could say the paddle, but
The paddle thing was, but that was hilarious. That was so funny.
so good.
That was so good. And I think that they try and play some of the sexual stuff in one battle after another off as a joke, and it's not. Like, it doesn't strike you that way. You
That's
just
the
you're like
That's the problem. The sexual stuff was so much.
you can meme this.
jokey.
Like, I was staring at the TV like,
Yeah, where you're like, what is going on?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
some of like the things that they're saying to each other while that's happening, you're like,
yeah, a little bit.
what are we doing?
Yeah, exactly. But all that to say, I think Sinners should be the winner.
I'm with you.
Deserving.
I'm with you.
Absolutely, and Ryan Coogler will win other Oscars as well. A lot of nominees this year where it's like there's been past nominees where like Kiwi Kwan. It was amazing because you felt like he finally got his recognition, but you don't expect Kiwi Kwan to be up there every year. Like, so it was special. It was a one-time thing. A lot of nominees this year that I think like I wouldn't be surprised if next year half of them repeated.
Right.
Just a great movie and a great opportunity for Ryan Coogler and the people behind Sinners to be appreciated for a great movie that's not going to be replicated for a long time. Just a great movie, great picture. The best, maybe the best.
Some are saying the best.
Some are.
Some are.
Hey, at
we
least,
are.
At least two of us are.
That's right.
But that's Oscars talk. So,
That is.
So now we have a little game here. Cinema Superlatives, right? We're going to close out with a little game?
Right, yeah.
Yeah. All right, you want to
So
dive
here we
into
go.
that?
Okay, so you came up with this idea for us doing like some cinema superlatives,
Yeah, a
being
little bit.
like you do in high school, right? Where it's
Yeah,
like the
the
most
yearbook.
likely to blank. So
Yeah.
all this stuff. So we have the first one is most likely to have terrified you as a kid. Now, little caveat is this is kind of like probably more targeted at people like what 30, 35 years old.
This is encompassing all cinema.
Right.
Yes.
So
The
it's
best-
almost like
the
a
best of the
general.
best.
It's like a general
Right.
scare you as a kid.
We're past just this past year.
Yeah.
We're talking about the best of the best in this category.
Right.
The best movies of all time that could probably make you terrified as a kid.
So the nominees: Jaws, Jurassic Park. We got Halloween, the original from 1978.
Nice.
We got Nightmare on Elm Street and The
Nice.
Nightmare Before Christmas. So again, could we put
As a kid.
yes, Hereditary in there? Sure. But like we're
Right, 'cause of
talking
course it would.
what you might be watching as a kid.
As a kid.
Yeah, around you're like 13.
Hmm.
Do you want to for these do you want to give like a countdown we both say an answer?
Yes.
Okay. You ready?
At the same time.
You know what's interesting? Okay. All right, I have my answer, but I
I do too. And I have my reasoning too.
is this for us or is this in general?
In general.
Okay. All right. Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Jaws.
Yeah.
Okay.
My mom tells me stories about how when her and her friends saw Jaws as kids, like none of them could go in the pool, none of them could sit on the toilet. Like they were all, no one took a bath. Like everyone was terrified that there was a shark in the water. That's impact.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's crazy, and that's like crazy influence on a culture. You know what I mean? Not many movies that like rewire a generation's brain, where there's kids that had to learn to swim again because they were afraid something was in their pool. That's crazy.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
So I think it's Jaws.
And I think that's the thing with Jaws too is that there's an element of realness to it.
right. It could
Whereas
happen.
Jurassic Park, for instance, which would be my 2 probably, that's where I was debating going. You feel like it's like, all right, well, that's actually not going to happen.
Right, exactly.
Jaws, though, hold on now. But I remember hearing the same thing from so many people around that age that they were like, growing up, that movie messed me up.
Yeah.
For me, it was Jurassic Park. Growing up, that was one of the first movies I remember watching and being younger and like, holy cow, that's.
I remember for me it was Temple of Doom.
Oh, really?
Indiana Jones Temple.
Interesting.
Of Doom. All like the
Yeah,
the crazy what was it? It was like voodoo or whatever.
Yeah.
Where he's like reaching in the guy, pulling his heart out. That was terrifying.
They're doing all the whatchamacallit.
What are you doing over there?
What do they call that? What am I trying to say? You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know.
I don't know. Anyway.
The part where they're like lowering the guy into the lava.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
they're eating the monkey heads. That freaks
just
me
a
out,
lot of
dude.
weird
That
stuff.
irked me a little bit. What
Lot
were
of
you
weird
doing
stuff.
earlier? What was that?
I don't know. I'll think about it later. So I'll just keep doing it. So
Until it comes.
yeah, just a little bit of that.
There you go. All right.
Temple of Doom, classic.
Yeah, but yeah, I for me, a big Indiana Jones guy, it was Temple of Doom growing up. But yeah, Jurassic Park, totally understand
Interesting. Can we do a little side note on that? I
Yeah.
actually recently watched Temple of Doom again.
What'd you think?
First time I've seen it in probably 7 years.
that. Not a fan?
No, I'm not saying I'm not a fan. It's funny how much when you're a kid, franchises, things like that close to your heart kind of become more, you think higher of them altogether.
Yeah.
And you rewatch Raiders, you rewatch Last Crusade, and you're like, man, these are phenomenal. Then you watch Temple of Doom, and you're like, man, this is a clear step down. Clear step down.
You want to know something
It's just funny how much you change that in your head, you know?
Something funny. Steven Spielberg thinks the exact same about the movie.
Really?
And he made it. He has said in interviews, Spielberg has said in interviews before that like when he made that he was in a very dark period of his life.
Interesting.
And so the movie almost like manifested itself out of this period of his life that he just was going through a lot. He had a lot of frustration in the industry, and he just was going through a really dark patch, and so that's why the movie has darker undertones. That's like why the story just kind of takes bigger swings. But he's come out and said like if I could go back, I would make it more of a follow up to Raiders, because there was no sense in like going back and trying to make like a Bond movie out of an Indiana Jones character.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I had the formula. There's no why did I go back and try and reinvent the wheel? You know.
I had heard from him I don't know if it was him. I had heard in general that the reason why he partly went back is because he didn't want to do another movie related with like Nazis and all that type of stuff. So he kind of wanted to feel a little fresh.
Oh,
but I don't know if that played a role at all.
I'm sure
but
it did.
Still,
I'm sure it did. But all of it evidently came from a period of his life that he was just struggling.
It's just not very Indiana Jones to me.
No, it's not. It's not, especially the first.
Not until the very like end of the movie. The last like 30 minutes.
When he's wearing like the tank top, and he's like on the bridge. And
he finally switches, and you're like, oh, okay, there we go.
Yeah,
there it is.
I remember as a kid when all the kids would be at recess in elementary school. I remember I used to like roll up my sleeves and like Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom and the kids and me and all my kid buddies used to like role play like Indiana Jones scenarios and stuff, and like the kids would be like the crazy like I don't even, what were they? They like the crazy guys with the big cloaks and the whatever, and chasing Indy, and one of us would be on like the the playground, and we'd be like cutting the bridge and everything, and yeah, but good times.
Mm-hmm. Good times.
Good times.
Good times.
Good times. All right, what's the next category here? What do we got?
Next, we have most likely to make you cry.
Oh, I'm tearing up just thinking about it.
Oh, man.
Uh-oh.
We got Toy Story 3. We got Forrest Gump, Green Mile, Titanic. I have Hachi. I hear a lot of people talk about that.
Dude, yeah, that's
we
a
got
tough
Old
one.
Yeller and The Notebook.
Oh, gosh, dude. Hold on now.
I'll be honest, man. Being a dog guy,
this is tricky.
That freaking one makes me like...
Old Yeller?
Well,
or not Old Yeller.
Old
Yeller.
Isn't I thought Hachi was the one with the dog that waits for him? No?
Yes, Hachi's the one where the guy goes on the business trip and he has the heart attack and passes away.
And then he waits at the train station.
The dog waits for like 10 years waiting for him to come back, and it shows like the passing seasons. He's there in the fall, the winter, and then there's just a stone statue of him.
That's freaking awful. That probably hurts
my heart
me the
out,
most.
dude. My entire family. I remember watching that as a kid. My parents were crying. I was crying. Like the neighbor was looking through the window crying. Dude, everybody was having a hard time.
So the real question, I guess, for this is for how you're going to answer it. I want to know: are you going to go for what's? You know what? I guess it's the most likely to make you cry. That's what it is. I was going to say, is it what type of crying?
This is so tough, dude. The loss in Titanic, Andy giving up the toys in Toy Story 3, Forrest Gump at Jenny's grave. Green Mile, don't turn the lights off. Oh my gosh, dude, there's so many like winners here.
Where are you going? I don't even know what to pick right now. I'm going to be honest.
Well, we went objective with the first one,
so now we're going to go with our heart.
I think most likely to make you cry. If I'm going back, wipe my brain, watching all these for the first time, what would I cry the most at? Dude, I don't even know. Do you have an answer?
Not really. I think I'm going to pick an answer, and then immediately after, I'm going to regret what I chose.
I'll pick one, but I think I'll name the other three that are floating around in my brain right now. That could take it.
Okay. All right, you ready? 3, 2, 1. I'm going Hachi.
I think I'd go Hachi, too.
Really?
But the other ones that are floating around are Green Mile, Toy Story 3, and Forrest Gump.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's, you know what
guaranteed cry time.
What I'm going for is more replication of wanting to cry. Yeah. And Hachi, that idea of that, man, dogs are like a super like deep place in my heart for me, and like the idea of that happening for like my dog now.
Oh my word, dude.
Oh my
Waiting
gosh.
for you.
Dude, because they're the most loyal friend you got. You know what I'm saying? And it's like every day I come home, my dog, no matter what, is so excited to see me that when you go, they hate it. And like every day it makes me feel sad.
Just imagine being away
for... I can't, it's like such an awful feeling.
Because for dogs, what is it, 7 years every 1 year?
Mm-hmm.
So Hachi waited for him for like 70 years.
Awful.
Terrible, dude.
Awful, dude.
Terrible.
Just terrible. What would be your runner-up?
I think my runner-ups... maybe Toy Story 3.
Really?
Maybe. Okay. But Green Mile's close.
Okay.
Dude, that's tough. Mm-hmm. Toy Story 3, Forrest Gump, and Green Mile, all of them. But I'll tell you what, all three of those I would rewatch on a good day. I will never rewatch Hachi.
True.
Because I never want to feel that again.
Yeah.
Like that was tough. And but you're like watching Toy Story 3 and you love the tears. Like you want to get to that point because you're like there's something that you're physically like attracted to that emotion that it pulls out of you. Hachi was like miserable, visceral,
Yeah, you don't want to face it kind of thing.
Yeah, I never want to face that
because
again.
it's bittersweet versus actually sad.
To me, it feels like the relative that you lose that you just refuse to go to their grave. I don't want to go. I don't want to go to the Hachi grave again.
Am I a bad boyfriend? I've never seen The Notebook.
No, I've never seen it either.
Really?
Yeah.
Do we do Valentine's
Sage,
Day Part 2?
Sage hasn't either, so she's a bad girl. It's just a bad. Everybody's terrible.
Wow.
Just a bad situation.
I think Hannah has.
Yeah, Hannah loves it. Oh, Hannah loves it. Yeah.
We haven't seen it? Dude, we've done this thing now. Every time I try to, like once a week, be like, hey, what do you want to watch?
Yeah.
She's never once mentioned it.
Not even Valentine's Day?
No, we watched Crazy Stupid Love on Valentine's Day. What'd you watch?
Yeah.
Did you guys watch anything?
I don't think we did. No,
you were just too busy.
I made her. I made her chicken fettuccine Alfredo.
Dude, look at you, man.
The recipe called for vegetable oil, and I put canola instead. I don't know if that played into it, but you're supposed to mix canola and butter.
I wouldn't have
into
any
the
idea.
pan. It said once it's like sizzling, you put the chicken in and let it sit until the chicken. Put the thermometer in. The chicken is like what 170 or whatever the chicken's supposed to be. I put the chicken in. Whoa! I don't know if it was because it was canola oil. Like the whole house was just like engulfed in dark smoke. And I'm like, Sage, open the window. And Sage is like feeling around on her hands and knees like Velma looking for the window. And like, dude, but the chicken cooked in I think like 8 seconds flat. I don't know what was in there. I think it was the canola oil, but like whatever it was, I like.
So would you run it back with the canola oil?
No, I'm afraid of that. Okay. Dude, I don't know how I still have hair on my head. I don't know how. I would have been bald on this episode if I was like an inch closer to the pan. But thankfully, I already suspected something because of how much it was sizzling, and I kind of like dropped it in from afar.
So you had a feeling.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. But dude, holy moly, what an experience. Yeah, all that to say, we didn't watch a movie that night.
Okay. Yeah. That's why. Too scarred. Too much chicken.
Yeah, but oh well.
Okay. So the next category we've got, or superlative.
Sure.
Yeah, most likely to be mistaken for a Nolan film.
I love this, dude. This is
cool.
fun.
So, I would actually be so interested to see what people would say about this. I'd love for comments.
Yeah.
In the comments, please. We'd love to hear what you'd say about that because we put together this list of Christopher Nolan movies that are not Christopher Nolan movies that we feel like either we felt like were or that like easily should have been or could have been.
Yeah.
Either one. So let us know. But our nominees we have for Shutter Island, Looper, Skyfall, and Arrival.
Great movies.
Yeah.
Great movies.
I feel
there's a clear cut
for this. I totally have a clear cut winner. This one feels like it. I kind of almost loop it in as a Nolan movie.
Yes, I agree.
More so than thinking it just should have been or could have been. You want to give our answer? 3, 2, 1. Shutter Island. Yeah, for sure.
It's got everything. It's got like the same cinematography style, and you might have to look this up who directed that one, but it's got the same cinematography style, same type of like pacing, great score, open-ended conclusion. Like all the Nolan stuff is in there.
Yeah.
Was it Scorsese?
Yeah.
All like the Nolan stuff is in there. The open-ended thing is what's getting me because it's like it could go multiple different ways. I just think about that, like the final dialogue with like DiCaprio and Ruffalo on the steps. It could go multiple different directions, and that's such a Nolan move. And I think maybe it's because I'm still high off. I just watched Inception for the first time. That could be it. But I think just like seeing DiCaprio in a story like that, I think I just associate it still with Nolan. I would say that.
I was gonna say it totally feels like the Inception. It feels like the Prestige as well.
Yeah.
Where it's that constant. There's two outcomes pretty much, right? But still somehow at the end you feel slightly confused about what just happened. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So even when you think that it's one of two, it's really the third option that you didn't even know was on the table.
Yes.
Kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it just totally fits it. So it's should have known that it's Scorsese, but really good. Can I ask off topic, or not off topic? I guess you just said it, but Inception. What did you think?
Great.
It's one of my favorite movies that I've seen.
I didn't understand a lick of it, but like,
did that make it better or hurt your experience?
Better because it kept me. I felt like I couldn't look away.
Okay.
And I don't want to say most movies should do that, but it's a great way to hook your audience. Like you don't understand this, but like
I think it's to a
don't
point.
look away because you're going to understand it even less.
Yeah. I think I wrote in my review online. I said blink once and you might miss it, kind of thing.
Yeah, you did.
I feel like that movie does a good balance where you have to be so locked in. Like, don't watch the movie unless you're awake.
100%.
But like, it does enough for me where I felt like I'm 25% confused. So it's enough where like I'm intrigued and I'm not way over.
Yeah.
But I totally could understand why somebody would be so confused that they're like, I don't even feel like watching it.
Yeah.
Because it does feel a bit that way. But if you kind of like the way I've thought about it, at least, because I like to feel like usually when I study things as well for school, like I get to the bottom of these things. And when I did try to for that movie, I did feel like everything checked out per se. So
Dude.
it's cool.
I got to go back and rewatch
Yeah.
it. This was I remember thinking around halfway through when the not halfway through, a little over, when the car goes over the bridge and everything
Yes.
slows down and the tunnel and the hallway starts to kind of rotate. I
Yes.
remember thinking I need to go back to this like 2 or 3 more times. Because
Because
at
it's
that
the
point I
thing
was like,
before
there's
that
so-
messes up.
Yes.
Based on that.
Yes.
But everything that goes further on is sped up.
Yeah.
Technically, but those are slower than the thing that's further on.
Right. I was like, there's
So
so,
it's
much.
like-
I'm missing a lot here.
You're like, why is that not happening there yet, even though it's been whatever? I don't know.
Great movie though. Awesome. I think I mentioned it briefly to you before we started talking today. I think I would still go for my Nolan ranking. I think I'd still go Interstellar, Dark Knight, Oppenheimer, Inception.
Yeah, okay. Do we do on the Odyssey episode? Do we do a Nolan ranking, or do we
Yeah.
do one ahead of time?
No, I think we do one on the day of.
On the-
I think, yeah,
on
I
the
think
day
that'll
of?
be a good one to talk about.
Okay.
Yeah, day of.
Wow,
I'd say
okay.
so.
All right.
You have one?
Ranking
Yeah.
order? Not all of it. I need to finish. There's still a couple I haven't seen. So
I have to
haven't
watch
seen
Memento. That's a big
Yeah,
one.
I was gonna say I haven't
Yep.
seen that. I haven't seen Insomnia either.
Oh yeah, me either.
So I gotta finish that, and then I want to do a full on
100%.
thing.
Yeah,
so.
we will. We will.
What? He's got 12. Odyssey will be
it's
the 13th.
Not as many as you'd think, but yeah. It's crazy. We have, and he's young too. He's like isn't he only in his like 40s or 50s? We've got like 30 more good years of Nolan. Whew.
Oh.
Imagine the stories, dude.
Oh, give me to 20.
Odyssey 7. What else do we have?
Okay. Next, this one could be contentious.
Oh, okay.
We've got most likely to be dubbed best movie of all time.
Oof.
This is gonna be. I hope that the list is solid
Yeah.
for what we've got in here.
Yeah.
We have The Dark Knight. Yeah, these are the nominees: The Dark Knight, Schindler's List, Shawshank Redemption, Interstellar, The Godfather, Casablanca, 12 Angry Men, and Return of the King. This is ridiculously hard.
Oh boy.
I feel like this one is hard for us. I want us to do it this way. It's hard not to just say what is your favorite when you're dealing with this. I kind of want us to try and figure out what you think the actual best would be of this list. If you had to survey a group of people, what most people would say. If assuming they've seen all the movies. Does that make you with that idea?
Taking personal preference out of this is it
It's
makes
really
it
hard.
So difficult.
It's really hard. I know, because you're dealing with like top end. Should we narrow it down?
I don't even know if we can, but we can try.
Um,
I don't want to. All of these movies I think are in my top 30.
mhm.
I think that the Dark Knight and I think that Casablanca can go
I agree.
because I
They're
think
just
I think-
little more niche. I
Yes,
think.
that's exactly it. I think that, like anyone can like the Dark Knight, but it helps to have a superhero like a base level love for superheroes.
Can I toss another one out?
Yeah.
I almost think Interstellar. Some people will die with that movie. I think there's a few other people that kind of the Inception thing where the ending just doesn't fully make sense.
Yes.
That it can turn some people off.
I agree.
So I think that's
I agree.
enough that it can take it out of generally regarded as
Yep.
the best.
Yep.
But the people that love that movie will call it the best.
Yep.
I actually watched this recently, The Godfather, dude.
It's a marvelous movie.
It came out in 1972.
It's phenomenal.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, it's so
one
good.
lick. I could watch it in 2051 and it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's really,
so,
really good, dude.
so good.
Can I give my? I have one.
Okay.
Do you have one? Can we count down?
Yeah. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
3, 2, 1. Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
dude. Yeah, I would go Shawshank.
Okay. Yeah.
It's just such a feel good experience.
You get it all.
But it's not, and then it is. You get everything, like you said.
It's got the little bit of, it's not as deep, but it's got the little bit element that we talked about with the Nolan thing, where it's like some things you're confused on. They've got like 3 different things coming at you.
Yep.
The feel good, the sorrow, and the actual just showing you what life could look like from a prison kind of thing, and all that, and that life there.
Leaves you wanting more at the end.
Dude, and then just that final like culmination where every single thread from the story that you've seen at one point just perfect weave into like one thing. Unbelievable.
One big conspiracy. Like, it throws at the thing. Look at that. It might be my favorite shot of all time. Just them looking through the tunnel.
Yeah.
It's so good.
When they,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
And it's funny.
I guess I just missed my friend.
I think it being from 1994, I think is when it's from.
Yeah.
It kind of gives it a little bit more of a today feel.
Yep.
Than some of the older ones do. Mm-hmm. I think it's got easily the highest floor. Mm-hmm. I would understand if other people liked other movies better because of the peaks being there, but I just feel like it's got such a high floor that I don't know how you can't watch the movie and think it's a great movie.
It's the one here
at
that
minimum.
I think anyone could take something from.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I think that's an easy one to put in there.
I think so. But every movie in here is in my top 30.
If you had to pick from this list, what would be your favorite from this list?
It might still be Shawshank.
Really?
But like The Dark Knight's up there, Return of the King. I love it. Can't let this one go underappreciated here. 12 Angry Men. Just watched that recently. Mm-hmm. What a masterclass in filmmaking. The entire movie takes place in one room, and you have to watch it. Have you seen that one?
No.
You have to watch it, dude.
Okay.
It's so good. It's so good. Hang on, because for me it was like a movie I could respect until the final 10 minutes, and then it just hooked me in.
Really?
The way it just kind of wraps up.
It's pretty short too, right?
You start to be like, oh, that's what makes that character tick, and that's where he's coming from, and it all just comes together.
I'd be interested because this one I had to read the book, so I have read it.
Interesting.
So we'll see.
Oh, okay.
We'll see.
We'll see. I guess we'll see.
We'll see.
Okay.
Sooner or later.
Hey. All right. So second to last, we're coming down the home stretch here. Award season's almost dead and gone. Almost time to move on.
People won't care about the
10
Oscars.
Minutes, every minute, I'm just gonna have a cut. Another article of clothing will be off. All right. Most likely to shock you with its ending. The nominees are Fight Club, Seven, Shutter Island, The Prestige, Empire Strikes Back, and The Sixth Sense. Wow. I'll admit, haven't seen The Sixth Sense.
Wow, really?
I just bought it the other day on Apple TV because it was $5, so I'm gonna watch it. But that's Bruce Willis, right?
I'll give you a hint. I don't think it's the winner.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think
Is
it's
this the
it's a surprising. No, it's a surprising ending. It's good. Does this make sense? The surprise is very good. You really don't see it coming. So actually, in some ways, it could win, but I just didn't care as much as I do about the other ones.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
This is a tough one. This is
tricky. Really is.
I think, and this is like best of the best. You're writing off which best of the best one that probably wouldn't be consensus.
Yep.
Even whether you like it or not. I think we can write out Sixth Sense. Correct me if I'm wrong here, please. Prestige.
I'd go Shutter Island too.
And Shutter Island I'd cut out.
Yeah, I would too. I think Shutter Island, the first time I watched it, I had that idea in my head.
Sure.
So again, in Prestige is kind of the same way where you kind of get the ending.
Sure.
Even if you don't fully. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're catching on.
It's not just a blatant.
So I think the finalists here would be Fight Club, Seven, and Empire Strikes Back. Mm-hmm. And I think we can let personal preference play into this a little bit because I think there's a reason we prefer it in the first place. 3, 2, 1, Empire Strikes Back. Yeah, the greatest across the board. Everyone agrees. No matter how bad modern Star Wars gets, Empire Strikes Back. I Am Your Father. Greatest reveal in all of cinema, ever, ever. We'll never have been. We were not there when it originally happened. The one thing I would have loved to sit in on for the first time, no context, no childhood, preconceived notions. To be told Darth Vader is Luke Skywalker's father, I can't even imagine. I think I would have had a stroke in my chair. I would not have made it out of that theater.
And plus, all the implications of what that means for the rest of everything.
Holy moly, dude! I can't even imagine.
Makes it so big.
Unbelievable. People, we think we were anxiously awaiting The Last Jedi after Kylo Ren killed Han Solo. What's gonna happen? Oh, I can't even imagine the wait between Empire and Return. I think it was 3 years. I can't even imagine, dude. Must have been excruciating. It must have been it must have felt like it was an eternity, dude. I can't even imagine. Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
what a reveal.
Yep.
But to give the other two credit, you want to speak to those a little bit?
Yeah, I would say definitely something that threw me for 7. I think is it's unbelievable.
Oh, so good.
But I can remember being really young and seeing clips of what's in the box.
What's in the box?
What's in the box? That you kind of already I don't want to say you have it spoiled before you, but like you kind of do. So it just doesn't make it hit as hard. So it's kind of a thing like you're saying with Empire Strikes Back. I just wonder what life would have looked like if I didn't know that twist.
Yeah, it's such a good twist. It's
Right.
such a good twist.
But if you kind of already have an inkling of it,
Right.
yeah.
Right. Which shouldn't be something that plays in, but, you know, I don't know. It's tricky. It's so tricky.
Mm-hmm.
Same with, like, Fight Club. I went into that being told stick around for the twist. I didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
But like it didn't shock me to an extent when it happened because I was waiting. The reason I sat down for it is because I was told that it was
There's going to be something there. Right.
You know, but again, it's tricky because I know that we didn't let that affect our decision for Empire. I just think the reveal in Empire is so much bigger.
It's like the Jaws thing, right? How much it impacts a generation, too.
Yes.
I mean,
the
that
implications
decision,
of it. Yeah,
or
sure.
that line delivery is like one of the most crazy things in cinema.
Yeah.
Because of how people took it and how much it just impacted things.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like one of the first times you get. I mean, now it's like a trope that you see over and over. So I get now if people are like, well, that's kind of obvious. It's like, but it wasn't. That was like the first time you see something big like that.
You ask your parents, where were you when you found out that Darth Vader was Luke's father? Like, if you were to ask me, where were you when you found out that they were the same person in Fight Club, I think I'd be like, I guess I was in my bed or something.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was watching on my phone. Like, I wouldn't have an answer for you. Darth Vader, that changed the game. So I think you know, run away.
Yep.
And that brings us to our final category, the most nominees, maybe that have ever existed in the history of cinema.
This might get us in trouble, I think.
Uh-oh.
But I think that's why we do so many nominees, so that it's not offensive. Okay? So, we have most likely to be called the best acting performance ever.
By a male actor.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Ever. Yeah, male
Ever.
actor.
Yes.
Sorry. Yeah. Should specify.
Yeah.
We have Daniel Day-Lewis in There Will Be Blood. We have Heath Ledger in The Dark Knight. We have Marlon Brando in The Godfather. We have Jack Nicholson in The Shining, Tom Hanks in Castaway, Christoph Waltz in Inglourious.
Yep.
We have Robert De Niro in Cape Fear. We have Leonardo DiCaprio in The Revenant. We have Christian Bale in American Psycho, J.K. Simmons in Whiplash, Johnny Depp is Jack Sparrow, and then Alexei Karchenko in Come and See.
A lot of good options here.
Lot.
I think there is a clear one for me.
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
A lot of ones I respect here. I think there's a clear one.
I have a clear 2, I think. Where would you go? What? I don't want to be the guy that just goes with the obvious thing, but I feel like it is. No?
We talked about this last week. How much of can we just say we're thinking 3, 2, 1?
Heath Ledger.
How much of that plays? Like how much of his untimely passing plays into how we regard it? But then you go back and you watch the movie and you're like,
It's unbelievable.
I've never seen anything like this. I can't see an actor.
Yeah. I know a ton of people would easily say Daniel Day-Lewis in
Yes. There Will Be Blood.
Yes.
Yeah.
So or Paul Dano in there. But I do know a lot of people would swear by that too.
There's a couple.
That's probably the bias taking over again of that brain. But
yeah, there's a couple good. I mean, Marlon Brando defined a generation. Jack Nicholson in The Shining, one of the best villains ever. And I'd also say Jack Nicholson in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest is another great one. Another real winner. J.K. Simmons in Whiplash. I'm sure that was one that you were going to bring up. Maybe one of the greatest supporting actor performances of all time. Johnny Depp as Jack Sparrow. The only person who could play that character.
Yes. He's not. The issue for me with that one is he's not acting, I feel like.
No.
And that's the thing. But that's what makes him so good.
Yeah.
It's more like portrayals of a character. Boom, he's like one of one.
Yep. Yeah.
He's just that good.
He is. I would say another runner-up here for me, Alexei Kravchenko in Come and See. I don't know if you've seen that one.
I haven't seen it, no.
It's heavy.
Okay.
It's about World War II. It's about like Nazi oppression in World War II.
What is it from? It's like old.
60s,
it's old.
70s,
Oh, okay.
80s. So
okay.
It's somewhere
It's
in there.
an old one. Yeah.
But it's an old one. It might be 80s.
Okay.
Late 70s, early 80s. But it covers this boy who gets kind of taken up by the Nazis in World War II. And kind of like tossed around, Europe throughout that time period.
Mm-hmm.
It shows like these raids that the Nazis had on like these villages of like innocent people, how entire communities were lost, and the boy joins the opposition and goes up against them, and it kind of shows like the war's toll, the toll that the war takes on the innocent man, and the bystander. It's one of the heaviest, most scarring performances I've seen. There's a distinct shot somewhere in the movie where the Nazis kind of have the boy by his arms and head, and they're holding him up to the camera. And there's a lot of like discourse online about like the production process of the movie, and the actor has come out and said like we actually like went through like legitimate torture in the process of that movie, because it had to be authentic. Like you had to feel like visceral distress through the screen, so that the world knows like this should never happen again. And you see it and you feel it, and you feel like it's the same thing in One Battle After Another, but like in a different sense, obviously, where it's the thing you feel like you shouldn't be in the room for. Like I shouldn't be here, but it's so necessary. Such a tough watch, but one of the most legitimately impressive performances, and he was young when he did it too. I think he was like a teenager. So just spectacular. The way his like face contorts in certain scenes, like just like from PTSD of like his experiences that he goes through in the movie, loss, losing family and loved ones, and crazy performance. And not many people talk about it because it's not like the big, conversation piece movie, because it's a hard movie to discuss. But that one should not go unnoticed. But I think Heath Ledger in The Dark Knight just takes it. One of the most singular, impressive one-man shows that the world will ever see. And I don't think his death changes that in the slightest. I think it memorializes it, better than anything else could have. I wish he were alive to see how much people appreciated him for the performance that he had, because it's really one of one. But yeah, what do you think?
I think that's great, dude. I think that's great. It's a good sum up of everything. So we might have to come back to this topic in like a year, though, when I finally get to every little thing in here, and I can finally actually give a full opinion. But no, I think that's good, dude. That was fun.
Do you have any more thoughts on any other performances here? Were there any that maybe missed the nominations list that you would throw in there? Just personal.
That's a good question. That's a really good question. That's good. I was gonna say. I was trying to think of the most outlandish thing I could say. I was gonna say Hayden Christensen in Attack of the Clones.
Oh man.
I don't know. I think one that stands out for me, man, Christoph Waltz. Holy cow.
So much fun.
He's so good.
He's great.
So good. And I love the fact, what's the other movie that he did where it's actually like the flip thing? He's like the good guy?
Django.
He's in Django?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So it's just funny to me that he
can play
like,
both sides.
Play it on a dime.
He's great. He's awesome. And he's so professional too. Like
Which came first, right? Django? Came out first, I think.
Yeah, I'm not sure which one came first. Did you
Yeah, it's so Inglourious 2009, 2012 Django.
2009,
so
no kidding.
You were right.
Okay.
Yeah. Not how I thought, but
wow,
I was wrong. Who am I?
I think I was too. I don't remember what I just said.
Real quick, I feel like we have to, I know we said at the beginning, I just want to reward the people that stayed till the very end.
Yes.
We promised the tease. We promised the tease.
We award you with a tease.
Well, we've got a little layout for the people that like this stuff, right? We've got, next week is the big one.
The big one.
The next week's the big one. The week after that, we're going to be doing our Project Hail Mary review. We might be doing...
We're seeing it early.
We're seeing it early, yes. Yeah. So I think the episode will be out...
The episode drops the day the movie comes out for everybody.
Yes.
But we're seeing it, I think, the Monday before.
Yes, right.
Special thank you to Regal once again.
Yeah, special thank you. Then we've got Invincible, I think, the next week.
Yeah, dude.
Invincible, and then the week after that, we got Daredevil.
That's crazy.
And then guess what the week after that is? The Mario movie.
Oh, it's awesome.
Which I think... We
might be recording on my birthday. I'm not totally positive.
That's cool.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah, that would be cool. We should do it the day after. After.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
But I think we're having is someone going to be joining us for that one?
Yes.
Mario?
Yeah, we're going to be having my fiance on.
Wow.
For a little bit.
How cool is that?
We're going to have a new game. New Nintendo-themed game that we...
Can they survive marriage? That's the new game. Are you ready?
So we have a lot to look forward to, but yeah, first and foremost, up next week, the biggest episode, biggest guest episode in this podcast history. You and I are very excited. We've been
So excited.
Workshopping this thing, talking to these people for these people.
Oh.
For
where
for
were
a
we
couple
talking
weeks
to
now.
them? Were we talking to them in the grass? Were we talking to them on the hardwood? Or were we talking to them in the parking lot?
Yeah, I think we might have connected in the parking lot.
Yeah, maybe in the parking lot. Okay, all right.
We're so excited.
Yeah,
We're
dude,
so excited to have these people on.
These people.
These people.
These guys.
Have those people over there.
Yeah, but in all seriousness, man, about that, the come up, one.
Yeah.
But two, I hope that I get the words to say to them to just kind of thank them for that, because when we first DM'd them, I first DM'd them, there was absolutely nothing we had going on at all. And they were so kind to like reach out and actually kind of give some love back.
Yeah.
So now it's cool to finally have our show kind of evolving more, and just to be able to engage with them. They are routinely kind of like talking about our takes and stuff, so it's fun.
Yeah.
So we've had a lot of fun with that, and I'm so looking forward to getting them on.
Yeah, they're good guys. So next week, are we dropping? Actual name? Name drop?
Parking lot takes, man.
Next
parking
week,
lot takes.
the parking lot takes episode.
We're recording this week, right?
Yeah, we're gonna have
Early
them
this
on
week?
Wednesday, and then the episode comes out the Monday after. So
Very
the
cool.
day that we're going to see Project Hail Mary.
Plus-
So this train just keeps choo chugging.
Chugging. Can we do one last plug too?
Yeah.
What's crazy? This is even crazier. We've been asked about. We've had about 3 or 4 requests in the last like 2 weeks alone, which is nuts.
Yeah.
So, but we've actually been getting asked to go on a lot of podcasts recently, which is really cool. But
Yeah.
we're doing our first one. We're recording with them Wednesday as well. So
Yeah.
we're doing like a dual record, but we're going to be
CB.
on somebody else's podcast. So I'm sure we can maybe plug that episode whenever it comes out or whatever. So I don't know.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
We're excited. We're excited.
Yeah, but so
a lot going on.
Yeah, very
Who would've
cool.
thought?
Very
Again,
cool.
Look at us.
Look at us.
Look at
man.
us.
As always, even if you don't win the award, it doesn't mean your performance didn't matter.